Rundown today, it's brought to you by Keeps. Hair loss, it's not just your dad's problem. 2 out of 3 guys, by the time they reach the age of 35, start to lose their hair. So if we're doing this like an elementary school classroom and drug addicts, 2 out of 3 of us are going to be missing some hair at 35. But if you start early,
Are you losing
Smitty,
your hair?
are you losing it? Are you thinning?
I go back to like high school. I have like a big widow's peak.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Well, at least you got to do. You got to get some keeps because if you start early, you can prevent it. You can prevent it. Okay. Only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products are Keeps. Sign up now. It takes less than 5 minutes. It's only $10 to $35 per month. I know, I'm screaming right now. You want to go to www. This is just a train wreck of a start. Go to www.keeps.com/barstool. Get 1 month free. That's keeps.com/barstool. I guess.
Can you guys be a little quiet? We're doing the rundown. I swear to God, this office was quiet all morning, and then every person started talking.
Once we hit play, it's like, okay, now let's all start talking. Hit record.
Just almost walked me out.
Fucking A.
Okay.
This rundown, the start of it, has been about as big of a disaster as the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Ooh, great segue.
Big time.
Cavs had a team meeting after they think Kevin Love walked off the court, then fake sick. Now today, LeBron posted probably the most absurd Instagram of all time.
It's up there.
There was Kenny Britt. Kenny Britt posted that one of him fucking.
Cam Newton still has like the chance to top it because he does that stupid hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
So everything that he posts is ridiculous.
Not to spin this around, but our fearless leader, Dave Portnoy, is a big anti-LeBron guy. And I haven't seen his take on it yet. Did he do anything?
No, I mean, I think
he said he posted a blog.
Yeah, I assume it's like, oh, how can anybody do this? So it's completely, whatever. Dave Portnoy over the summer posted a 18 greatest things I've done at Barstool Sports.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
sort of blog. So, kings stay kings.
I mean, he's always known that it's like when you see someone you're so similar to, you like hate them. You're like, no, you're too much like me.
No, I don't think he
has to know.
No, I don't think so.
Come on.
I think he thinks LeBron's like a loser, and the way he does it is cool. Either way, this post was hilarious. He was like, I got confused halfway through. He was talking to himself, then he went back to like present day LeBron, and then the young king. All I know is he's, I think, 6 points away from 30,000 points. If, God forbid, something were to happen, it would be the greatest Instagram post of all time. If LeBron blew his ACL out after scoring 5 points, and then this just sat for an entire year of him congratulating himself, God forbid.
The best part of it was the parentheses, the parentheticals, where it was you should try. Where it's he's reassuring
himself.
No, seriously,
to stop and smile.
Seriously, stop.
Yeah, but younger self, who doesn't exist anymore.
Who, if we're being honest, he didn't do shit. That kid in that picture, he didn't do fucking anything.
True, he won a couple state titles.
He didn't score any of these points.
Yeah,
what's he get congratulations for?
Good point.
Thank you.
Good point. Young LeBron did nothing in the NBA.
Why are you getting proud of this? But next up on the same topic was Kevin Love. Is there anyone you feel worse for in the world than Kevin Love? I feel genuinely
It's a great
awful.
question because I don't think so.
He can't do anything right.
It's the worst setup ever for him.
And
when you play well, it's all LeBron.
Actually, Smitty probably if the Patriots beat the Eagles because I think you'll have to quit.
There's a lot of similarities between me and Kevin Love.
Are there?
We're borderline.
Kevin Love is an all-star though.
He's not a starter.
Yeah, but he's an all-star.
He's a borderline.
Team.
Yeah. Well, what am I? Dan.
I don't know. We'd have to do the all-star voting.
I guess.
Fan vote.
I guess that's what we have to do.
I was just busting your balls, but
I know.
got serious.
So you can't tell anymore.
I think, Smitty and Kevin Love are very similar in the fact that, they...
I think we're just saying you're both white. What else?
No, I'm not saying we're both right. It's just sometimes you feel like you just can't do anything right.
Correct. Kevin Love has that, feeling where no matter how good he...
Exactly.
Plays...
And all of a sudden, people are taking Instagram pictures without him. You see her out the brunch,
Wait, what was that? What happened there?
No, nothing happened.
Someone took an Instagram picture?
That seemed like something serious. Who was at brunch?
No, when fucking LeBron last year took Instagram pictures and kept leaving Kevin Love out.
Oh, yes. And that happened to you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Have you thought about the fact that if the Eagles lose to the Patriots, I'd say there's a 30% chance you might just have to quit.
No, because everyone's expecting us to lose. Nobody.
Yeah, but Dave is gonna just fucking. I mean, it's a great position to be in the fact that it's like, if the Eagles somehow do win, you now have something over him for the rest of his life.
Well, it's the exact same thing when I went up there to solely be laughed at, 2 years ago when he invited me and EDP up to Foxborough to basically just laugh in our face. You were there. And the Eagles ended up winning. Don't say we're playing with house money right now, because we're not. Like, you don't know how many times you can get back to the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Like, it's not guaranteed. But when push comes to shove, we're in a very good position that, if we win, great, good rubbing it, but we lose, like...
See, I don't think you've come to grips with how miserable your life is going to be with Dave.
My life's already miserable.
Kevin's gotten it for so long. Like, Kevin's just kind of like drowned, and it doesn't affect him anymore. I think you will continue to be like jacked up and fight back, but he'll have the upper hand on it.
Well, the benefit to that is I have Rough and Rowdy 2 weeks from to the Super Bowl. So
That's true. Good.
Win, and I probably lose. They win.
Those?
Well, if they win, I probably
those?
lose Rough and Rowdy. If they lose, and then I lose Rough and Rowdy, then we're in a really rough spot.
I keep forgetting about Rough and Rowdy. I would not want to fight Sean.
So
If I took a Patriots, Sean Latham, Smitty quitting parlay, do you think I'd win?
Like,
I
if
feel
all
like
three,
if
if
those
all
three
three things happen,
I think that would like start a chain.
I wouldn't say quit, but like we might be in a deep, dark enough spot that just gradually like fade away into existence.
Your whole life is basically like coming down to the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like your
Big time
entire
spot.
existence.
Really big time spot.
It's a wild.
Fucking bring it. Gloves are off right now. It's Smitty against the
There's
world.
been a lot of tension
like,
in the
yeah.
office. Yeah.
And I kind of like it. I kind
High
of like
tension.
everyone on
High
edge.
tension. High tension.
For once, this guy's got the fucking upper hand.
I don't know that you do.
Yeah, I don't think
so
you
either.
do.
At least we can
You
try
still are
think
trying
that.
to get an invite to the Super Bowl, so the hand still can just squash
See,
you.
I
at
will be
any
the
moment.
master of a domain.
Speaking of hands squashing,
This guy with the segues.
I'm a
Yeah,
fucking
killing it
master at
today.
this. Trump just continues to belittle Jim Acosta of CNN.
Yes.
He was the one who gave him the famous out, where Acosta took his ball, went home after that. Now he's called him a nerd, I believe.
No,
No.
Crazy-
Riggs called him a nerd.
Yeah, crazy Jim Acosta is what
Yeah.
he
Crazy
calls
Jim
him.
Acosta. Okay.
Which sticks. Like that's
Yeah, that is
Dude,
good.
I
That's
will always
the
call him
craziest thing about
Crazy
all
Jim
of this
Acosta.
is like that it's like it shouldn't stick.
No, it does.
But it does. No, it does. I agree that it does. But it's crazy that like Lion Ted, like these are playground
I mean,
insults,
this
and
is basically the Dave Portnoy parallel rundown because we talked about LeBron and like Blockhead has stuck forever, Middleman Dan has stuck forever, Lady Fights like
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the
does
facts.
the
It doesn't matter the facts.
he does the
It's
exact
just
same
whatever.
thing to us, and there's nothing we can do. about it.
Crooked Hillary.
Yeah.
It's just,
So it
yeah.
all makes. He also Trump's shutting down the government or saving the government in the 69th hour. Do you think he did that on purpose?
yes, and that's why sometimes I'm like he's so dumb, but like he also is a master. 'Cause
Yeah,
he knew
right.
that's what the internet cares about. That's what Twitter cares about. Like, yeah, no, we care about that ended on 69, so we can say nice.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's impressive to see it happen. It's
Yeah.
to see that kind of craziness. Philly flight. Philly's got a flight back to Philly at 2 a.m. from Minnesota.
The best possible thing that happened.
Why is that?
Because Pubs wrote the blog, and I very much disagree with the fact that that flight is burning to the ground if they lost after a loss. If the Eagles lose this game, we want to get out of there as quickly and as quietly as possible. Eagles fans and Philadelphia fans have dealt with loss and the stench of failure all of our lives. It will be the deepest, darkest, most silent, head down, frustrated walk of shame possible, but there will not be any anger. There will not be any violence. And we have dealt
Maybe
with
a
this.
little violence.
Maybe I'm giving you guys
but
too
I mean,
much
anyway.
credit. I hadn't thought that this was for a loss. I had thought this was for a win to get back to Broad Street.
No,
that's why
a
it's
win.
a-
We're burning down Minneapolis.
No.
Like
You still can't say the name of that city?
Minneapolis. Minneapolis. What? How the fuck do you
You
pronounce
said
it?
Minneapolis.
I said
Stop.
Minneapolis. I said Minneapolis. We're
Not the
working
first
on it.
one.
It took me 15 fucking years to
Just
train
say the
myself
Twin
to not say
Cities.
water.
Say the Twin Cities.
Nah, that's
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
Say the Twin Cities.
St. Paul.
I would take this flight in a second. Win or lose, you can spin it. Because you lose, you want to get home right away. There's nothing worse than being like very far from home after a crushing loss.
You've had a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, I went to 2 Rose Bowls where I had to fly all the way back like the next morning early, and it sucked. All you want to do is get out. All you want to do is fucking, the Kentucky
Yep.
loss in Dallas. Like, there's so many of these games where you just want to get the fuck out. And if they win, the spin zone is you get back to Philly and you party right away.
If they win, that's the issue. That plane's coming to the ground.
Yeah,
No,
that would be like.
Yeah, but see, if they win, like I would get on that flight and just keep partying.
Exactly.
Maybe catch like an hour nap and then get home and just go crazy there.
that flight's gonna be like. Remember in the what
plane.
was the 30 for 30 that they just came out?
We Are Marshall?
No. The 30 for 30 was the wrestler.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Yeah,
And they were talking about when they were on a flight with, there's like him, Razor Ramon, and they were just like sexually assaulting stewardesses and getting drunk. And
Yeah,
basically any Cowboys
that's
flight
what
in the
this
midnight.
flight, this flight, that's what this flight will be for like all
Well,
three events.
I would imagine it's probably more like a bunch of middle-aged fat dudes in Ron Jaworski jerseys, but same thing.
Yeah. Oh no, they'll be drunk,
Dawkins, Morton, Jaws.
saying the same things and doing the same things. They'll just be dressed
No,
different.
but after a loss, we dealt with it so many times. I remember leaving the Veterans Stadium last game after Rondé Barber ended that season, 2002. I mean, everyone was just dead silent. You couldn't believe it. And, you take it out on your family and work and life, like, quietly over the next generation. You don't fucking take it out that night.
Jesus, that was fucking heavy too.
Welcome to our world.
You take it out on your family over
His
the
whole
next
life
decade.
is coming down to 3 weeks.
Next up, we have Jay Golson. I'm starting to get a little woke on this kid.
Uh-oh.
Well, first of all, here's the deal. Jay Golson, he's the blind long snapper for USC. He put out his quarterback highlight video. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. He's throwing like 10 to 15 yard seam routes.
Yeah.
I could do that. I could do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
That's not that impressive.
I'd agree.
I wouldn't say eyes closed, but
I could say eyes closed. Like,
you have those
I know
booze
you're-
goggles on.
And like the wide receiver is making some moves to catch they're not
dimes.
falling into his breadbasket.
All right.
I think.
I mean, the kid's an awesome story.
Oh, he's a great story. That but way more impressive than this was that fucking when he was at Topgolf or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's got a video of him hitting like 300 yards right down the fucking fairway.
This also is mean by Jake Olson because he basically is making a video that just writes like Browns quarterback jokes. You know what I mean? Like fucking Dan Orlovsky wants to kill Hubs.
What?
Hubs said that he would be Jake Olson would be a better quarterback than Dan Orlovsky. And Dan Orlovsky responded on Twitter, was like, it was the douchiest response. He's like, I'm sitting here in like my indoor basketball court with Wi-Fi, thinking I did okay. Like, I wonder if Trent Dilfer's worried about like the ring that he has.
Dude, what's with the Wi-Fi edition?
Yeah, like, what are you talking
yo,
about, man?
Bro, rest stops
Get
have
it.
Wi-Fi
We
now.
get it. We know
I mean,
you actually aren't as bad as a blind quarterback. It's a fucking joke.
But that's just a guy that's just been beaten down. Oh, you ran out of the end zone one time. You must suck. He was a decent backup quarterback
he
in the
did
league.
run out of the end
I
zone
know,
one
but
time,
if
and
you
it
hear
was
it
pretty
so
egregious.
many times, you just fucking snap.
I mean, we were saying earlier, like Jake Olson, he doesn't even see Jared Allen, so he doesn't run out of the end zone, right? Like that's facts. That's facts.
Last year, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, back. I mean, he's back in the media.
yeah, for all
The
the wrong
ball's
reasons.
on him.
Yeah.
What do you think that's going to have some negative connotations for Philly?
Trying to
oh,
get like
No,
under
no.
Maybe there's some negative juju attached to that.
We've condemned Bill Cosby for a while now. I mean, I said it initially when it happened. Like, he's been in every death pool possibly for any smart bet.
Yeah,
smart
but look
bet.
at him
he
chugging
needs
along.
He needs a pull Paterno. He needs to sense legal trouble and die. Like,
His
that's his
joke
only saving
stunk
grace.
too. Did you see?
I didn't see the jokes. Give me one of them.
It was like he was talking about how he's going blind and how all the sighted people out there, like when he's walking into a pole, instead of saying whoa, 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 just say stop.
You see a blind person walking to a pole or something, and you speak perfect English. There's a word called stop, not whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean, that's a fair point. When you're charged again for multiple counts of rape and sexual assault, you really got to bring out the fire.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't suck at comedy. He sucked. If
Like,
if
that would
was
have been
his-
funnier if he was like, and they keep telling me to go.
Yeah.
Like, they want me to get hit by a car. That's Bill Cosby. That's funny.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
funny as everyone's laughing. Yes.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Self-deprecation.
The only way out of it, and it's not even a way out of
Or-
it, is if you went like full heel.
Yeah, or he's
on
like,
it.
yeah,
Does it?
all you
Yeah.
sighted people who tell me to stop, I've never stopped when I've been told to stop in my life.
Exactly.
That's
a good joke. That's a joke,
bro. There you go.
That brings it back together.
Fucking scumbag.
But I think like we'll see Bill Cosby at the Super Bowl.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't mean at the
chance.
game. I mean in Minnesota.
No.
No
not
chance.
a chance. Not a
Dude,
chance.
he's
no.
clearly not scared of the spotlight at this point.
I don't
Not
know.
scared. There's no way it's like an accident that he's
like
coming.
a guest at a comedy club versus being
I'll
out
be honest,
in the
I
public.
don't know where he was.
What do
I
you
thought
guess
he
on
was-
a comedy club? No comedy club will have him.
He was at a comedy club, Smitty.
Was he there, or was he just like?
No, yeah, he
was he just like
he
on
was doing
like in a
yes.
back alley, just like talking to himself?
No, he was at a comedy club. What did you think he was telling these jokes to no one?
Yes, I did.
He did. Let's see.
That's a-
Philadelphia's La Rose Jazz Club.
Exactly.
What do you mean? I just said he
That's
performed
not
at
a comedy club. He wasn't at Helium.
Okay, but
he wasn't.
he
like the
performed
Funny
at a
Bone Philly.
Philadelphia bar.
Exactly. He walked into a Philadelphia bar. He took his own microphone. He stood there and fucking told attempted
No,
jokes.
he was
for
part of
10
a
minutes.
variety performance.
Great. Must have been a hell of a show.
Do you want me to keep reading?
No. No. Bill Cosby is dead to Philadelphia.
I think he's got a little taste.
Except at La Rose Jazz Club.
Wherever
He's
the
got
fuck
that taste of the
is.
celebrity again. He might find his way out there.
He's done. You should have kicked the bucket a long time ago.
All right, that's the rundown.
Wait, one question. Where's the Philly crew at right now? You guys are all over the place.
Well, Lou requested a meeting at 9 a.m. this morning.
And
And
you
I
didn't-
haven't seen him.
No, okay.
I haven't seen him. Roan is giving up all of our Super Bowl tickets for charity money to
Yep.
local Philadelphia schools.
Yeah, Roan's in a fight he's not going to win.
Yeah.
Wait, Roman's
that was
doing
kinda-
what?
He tweeted Dave last night and was like, hey, Chris Long's giving all his money for the underdog shirts to charity. How about we kick in 10%? And Dave just mousetrapped the fuck out of
Yeah.
him. He said, here's what I'll do. All four of the Philly people stay home for the Super Bowl, do the electric chair, and I'll donate all the money that it would have cost to fly you out to Minnesota to charity.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's game, set, match. That's so fucking,
caramba.
that's ruthless. That is ruthless. So Roan basically just walked right into that trap, and now the charity's up to whether, like, he can easily donate to charity if he just stays here.
Oh, fuck.
Ruthless.
Roan,
That's why Dave is an evil genius. You cannot, fucking Lewis said it perfectly. You just got to go in there. You take side swipes, but you never go head on.
Do you
You
guys?
go head on, you die every time.
Do you have, like, do you have to make the decision as a group, or can like 3 of you stay, 1 of you goes?
Well, it doesn't
He
seem
went
like they've done
kind
anything
of
as a
rogue
group.
with this one, so let him explain.
I just want to give back to the kids.
You can,
And
by
I-
staying here.
I am. And Dan, I saw that you're going to give
10%.
1/10 of
10
every.
yeah,
so
10%
if you
of
hit
every
up
penny.
his but
10%.
10% of donations given to you. You'll
No,
donate?
yeah, 10%
You'll
of
give
people
to-
who send me money at my
Money will
Venmo,
give
I
to-
will give to.
And also, I'm 10% of my
nice.
Venmo.
That's so sick.
nice.
You're
That's
gonna
nice.
get like 10 grand.
How much charity are you giving?
10 grand. That's
I'll give
$1,000.
50%. I'll give 50% whatever you Venmo
Look
me.
at this.
Look at
this.
that.
Yeah.
We're
Fine,
giving back
great.
to the kids.
At
Looks
Adam
like we're
dash
already
Smith.
I
winning.
don't care about. I don't care. I have no
50%.
reason to care about the Philly kids, but I'm doing it out of the kindness of my
that's
heart.
funny because we're also giving 10% to a school for the deaf in Boston of whatever comes to my Venmo. So
yeah?
we're looking out for the kids in Boston as well. We're
Any of
looking
them
out for
could
the
play
kids in Philly.
quarterback?
Hey, maybe they could if they were blind. Maybe.
I hate to pile on here, but sure, I'll throw 10% of my Venmo out there.
Hey, look at that!
Post some
And
big
so
cats
what?
in Venmo. Hit
What
it
was
up.
a circumstance where it looked like things were going so poorly for everyone?
Now
Now
we're
we
just
are all
giving back.
giving back to charity. Now the kids are the real winners, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, they're making a lot of money
Yeah.
right now. It's pretty smart stuff.
Dude, we got the thing is, Rowan got in a charity off with Dave. Dave walked off the elevator and said, "I'll give a fuck about charity."
Yeah. Well, that's the reason you never bring it up to Dave.
Right.
Dave does not care. Well,
There's a couple
He picks
charities
and
he cares
chooses,
about,
yeah.
but if you ask him to give to just a random charity that he has no affiliation to,
right.
fuck that.
Right.
So you guys.
So that's
you guys
another.
gotta come
I
together.
didn't know about that storyline.
Yeah.
That's another tough spot you
Yeah.
Philly folks are in.
We'll be
Oh,
all right.
stop.
There'll be another storyline 20 minutes from now. It's just been nonstop.
True.
It's been nonstop. And you know what? We're going to come out on top, so it's not going to matter.
But maybe not.
That was not very confidently said.
Nothing in my life is confident. So.
Okay. That was like a, I have to say this. We're gonna come out on top.
We are. We're going to
All right.
try our
Run the
best.
ball and try to score.